We're gonna have some good times with good
Every day,
friends,
life is
making
filled
good
with silent battles. The
memories.
battle to read, the battle to study, the battle to pray, the battle to go to the gym, and the deadliest of them all, the battle of procrastination.
Are you prepared for the exam next week?
No, I'll do that later. It's not necessary.
Okay, let me just check the latest news in TikTok.
That explains the cognitive theory of motivation proposed by Edward Tolman. Yeah, humans are motivated by their thoughts, their beliefs, their expectations, and their interpretations of success.
There are two types of motivation. We have the intrinsic motivation. This comes from within a person. This is when somebody does something because they derive a particular satisfaction from it. For example, he was listening to music because he enjoys it and he derives a particular satisfaction from it, not minding his surrounding. Secondly, we have the extrinsic motivation. This comes from external factors. This is when somebody does something to avoid punishment or to get a good grade. For example, she was reading her book to pass an examination or to get a particular mark.
Key aspect of motivation. What are the key aspects of motivation? 1. Driving force. It is the why behind our action, pushing us to start, continue, or stop a behavior. 2. Goal directed. Motivation is actually linked to a desirable outcome, whether big or small. 3. Internal and external forces. It can come from within, which is satisfaction, interest, or from outside, which is money, praises.
Behold my hierarchy of needs. Have a look.
Oh, wow. Abraham Maslow hierarchy of needs. Humans are motivated by layers. Physiological needs: food, water, sleep, safety, shelter, security, love and belonging, friendship, acceptance, esteem, respect, recognition, self-actualization, becoming who you are capable of becoming. Oh, wow. So does this mean if I'm hungry and I do not have money in my account, does it mean I should not feel bad for lacking motivation to do other things?
Exactly.
Oh, wow, beautiful.
For this school stress, for film when we see university, we think say na one kind thing wey be say person go just come dey enjoy life. Every day person dey wake up early, dey come dey do
You must
this
sit today lecture sef. I don't sit down for iron. It's not tire
thing.
me.
You try na me I stand. I came like I was standing like I
Omo.
stood for 2 hours. After that I still waited for the next class and nobody even worry.
And the lecturer, to the point, the lecturer is not even saying what are we even here. Sir, they're not coming back.
You did I even carry my nose?
If you see my nose, I'm giving space. There's space in between my notes.
From the look of their faces, this talks about expectancy theory, which has to do which depends on 3 questions. Do I want the outcome? Can I actually do it? And can the result be worth it? You can see that I've thought about schools, waking up every day, reading and all the rest. You can see that I'm not sure. And motivation talks that if these 3 questions says no, motivation is dead.
According to self-determination theory, developed by Edward Deci and Richard Ryan in 1970s to 1980s, motivation thrives on 1. Competence. I can do it. I can do it in the sense that I come to school every day, I pick up my books, I read, and I make sure I have an A at the end of every course. 2. Autonomy. I choose to do it. I choose to do it because this is my life, this is my career, and this is everything about me. So if I don't study, no one else will study for me. And 3. Relatedness. I know where I belong. I know where I belong because I've come here to study, not to fail, but to also to study and make sure that I put my heart to it. I work hard in order for me to come out first class, and nothing below that and nothing less than that.
Sigmund Freud, in his psychoanalytic theory, believes that motivation comes from unconscious desires, instincts, and drives. Here, motivation is explained through the id, the superego, and the ego. The id being the pleasure aspect, the ego being the reality, and the superego, which is the conscience or morality. In the incentive theory of motivation, humans chase rewards, validation, bonuses, good grades, etc.
So does that mean if our psychology teacher gives snacks to students to come to school, is it going to motivate others to come for lectures?
Definitely. That's why there's a rush during Black Friday sales and promos in shopping malls.
Oh guys, exam is in 1 week time.
This is called deadline-driven motivation, the one Sigmund Freud forgot to talk about in his theory. Motivation therefore explains why we act and behave.
Conclusion, I want to ask, why do people chase goals and degrees? Why do people chase rice in birthday parties or burial ceremony? Why do people abandon their life-earned properties for no reason? In this case, we call this the mysterious force. In psychology, motivation tells us the external and internal forces